Welcome to everyone, guys. I'm now gonna go live through this one. Gonna guide you through this event. This is not gonna be a long live, just to know. Not gonna be a long one as I've got so much obligations later, so won't be able to, need to finish some work. So this CFFC 107, I think taking place on Friday. Not sure though. Please. I'm forgetting still from those matches, so I think it's gonna take place on Friday, and we are now gonna do a quick breakdown. The first match is between Vitor Oristano and BJ Young. Vitor Oristano 330, 5'9", out of Rio de Janeiro. He was having ups and downs right now on a 2-fight winning streak. First striker, BJ Rebel Young 430 is his score, 5'9", 69 inches of reach. Nicaton, MMA and fitness. This guy destroyed Jeffrey Mallor. It was a decision win, but a very dominant performance. Prior loss to Josh Altum and Mark Trader. In this fight, I think I'm gonna go with BJ Young, as I think he's more well experienced and he comes with a stronger dojo. Plus, I think he's more well-rounded than his opponent, and he fought better competition. So, yeah, I'm gonna go hello now. BJ Young to win for -210. Hey, mate, this is gonna be a shorter one. How are you doing? Now, the next one, UFC main event. I put my money on Luke. The next one is between Isaac Watkins and Victor Silverio. I don't know much about the fighters. Isaac Watkins is having a 3-0, a professional score at CFFC 97. I think I've seen that bout against Babuladze. It's a Babuladze. Victor Silverio, he competed at BJJ. Got a jitser, pretty much jitser versus grappler. Watkins is Watkins versus Silverio, not going the distance. Silverio for +1, I know, but this is just a lucky pick, guys, for me, as I don't know much about these two. Now the next one is Michael Murphy versus Ryan Risco. Michael Murphy 431, 6'1", 72 inches of reach, out of a War Training Center. This guy fought to a draw against Ricky Romo. He destroyed Jacob Charles and defeated Elliot Hebert. Prior to that, he lost some matches at LFA. He was having 1-2 with losses to Brandon Shavers and Elijah Jones. Victory over Philip Platt. Now going to meet Ryan Risco 420, 5'10", out of New Jersey, also Nicaton, MMA and fitness fighter. At CFFC, this guy is literally since the beginning of his career, and he lost only to Paris Artis and Yanal Ashmos. Other than that, Ferraris Golden Jr., Adam De Freitas, Trent Stump, Joshua Wan, great victories. The guy is very durable. I think Risco's durability might play a different role here, might play an important factor, and I'm gonna go with Risco to win for -350. I think durability is on his side, so I'm picking Risco to win in general. Now I'm gonna transition to the main card. Just 1 second, I need to transition to the main card. Just a second, guys. 1 second, some transition to the main card. Alright, now it's time. What do you think of the Jan Aljo decision? Jan Aljo decision, I scored the same in the favor of Aljo. I think there was no robbery. I also scored the bout in the favor of Aljo. Oh, thank you, lad. Thank you, man. Thanks so much for the dono. Thank you so much, man. Well, as much as I know, I gave 3 rounds to Aljo, so I don't think it was a robbery. Like, what are your thoughts on that, mate? I think Jan didn't. Do much. It wasn't. Yes, man. It wasn't. How to say? Jan without his corner is not Jan I used to know. So, Jan clearly won round 1. I counted the strikes. It was even 10-10. Yep. But other rounds were a problem. Other rounds were a problem as... you know what was the problem in that fight? It was not Petr Yan, I knew. It was not Petr Yan, I knew. I mean, without his cornerman, that's not him, man. I mean, he was fighting without his cornerman. And Aujo was moving a lot of laterally. If you've seen, Aujo was cutting angles, changing angles, doing great job cutting his opponent off, if you know what I mean. Aujo completely changed his strategy, and Jan looked, I don't know, he looked so different. I'm not saying that Jan looked poor, but it was not Petr Jan from the first match. Something was different. He had better stamina, but the problem was every single time when Aljo changed the angle. In the first fight, Jan was countering and responding. In the second fight, no responses at all, man. He didn't respond. When Aljo changes the angle, no response from Peter Jan. That worried me. That was the problem. No response. Every single time. When Aljo changes angle or goes laterally, Jan was not responding. Like, he was staying in one spot, and I was saying to myself, man, what's happening? No, it was not Petr Jan I used to know. It's hard to fight without a coach, man. I mean, I'm not blaming Jan. I mean, it's hard to fight without a coach. Everybody who fights without a coach would have been, it's very hard because coach knows you. Coach knows your abilities. Coach knows what you know, who you are. He knows what to tell you between the rounds. Fighting without your coach, it's hard, man. Very hard. Thank you for the dono, by the way. Now, Ty Miller versus Eric Nolan. Ty Miller, 1-0 and 6'2", fit NHB fighter. He destroyed Justin Dorsey, and the amateur circuit, he was very, very great. Eric, nighttime Nolan, 1-0, also undefeated in the professional circuit, 6'0", out of Dante Rivera, BJJ, and he outrigged Shane White Eagle, which kind of, for me, was, how to say, a good way to go. Eric Nolan is the favorite according to bookies, but I do think that Ty Miller is... No, people probably favor Nolan because of his all-roundiness, but Ty Miller is a heck of a striker, so I think I'm gonna leave it in the hands of a striker this time. Let's fish for the upset. Ty Miller for the win. Ty Miller for plus 160. Yes, there were no 10-8s. No, there were no 10-8s. Jan landed the more damaging shots round 1. Tas won the round, also the more effective striker as he walked him down as they were even. No 10-8s, you are right. Round 5 was questionable. Round 5 was questionable to me. I think it was a very close one. I was expecting that Jan was gonna demolish him in round 5, but it was a questionable round for me. 2 and 3 Aljo, 1 and 4 Jan. Round 5 was kind of questionable to me. I gave it to Aljo, but could have gone to Jan. I'm just saying could have gone to Jan. I wasn't angry. I was just, how to say, since the beginning of the match, something was different. I don't know, as soon as the match started, I've seen that's not Petr Jan from the first match. Interesting. I got to rewatch 5. Yeah, please. Round 5, I slightly gave very slight edge to Aljo, but again, I might be making a mistake. For me, 48-47 Aljo, and unfortunately, it was not Petr Jan I used to know. It was not Petr Jan from the first fight, because in the first fight, Petr Jan was piecing him up in round 4. In round 5, he would destroy him, for sure he would, if there was no illegal knee, so... I know, man, kinda sucks, but that's the way it is. I was very sad when he lost, but... I don't want Aljo for the champ, but that's it. Charlie Campbell versus Guilherme dos Santos. Charlie Campbell, 5'10", 6'0", 72 inches of reach, long and Widman MMA. Oh, that's a great dojo. And he fought at Bellator. He destroyed Nick Giuletti. He was better than Cedric Gunison, Vadim Ogar, and he destroyed Nenoa Dung. So this guy offers a lot of experience. Guilherme dos Santos, 6'2", 5'10", Thai unit, Sao Paulo, Brazil. I think this is kind of a mismatch. According to my mind, this is kind of a mismatch. This should go in the favor of Charlie Campbell. Yes, minus 500. Charlie Campbell to win. Yes, unfortunately, you are definitely right, lad. You are definitely right, believe me. Minus 5 Charlie Campbell to win. You are definitely right about that. 4 illegitimate champs. Like, I didn't want Aljo to be the champ in the first fight. I was thinking Petro was gonna piss him up, and second fight I faded. You know that I faded betting. I didn't want to bet on that fight because as soon as I heard he's fighting without his corner man, I just said, okay, I'm ducking this. The next one, Greg Velasco versus Edwin Smart. Greg the Viking King, Velasco 3-0, 6'2", out of Union Beach, New Jersey. He was better than Halston Williams, Jacob Havlin, and Willie Tarpley. Rare naked choke wins, submission to strikes, great punches on the ground, great ground control. Edwin Smart is 3-3-0. Heavyweight fighter, 41 years of age, out of Long and Widman MMA. Some people gonna say he's here for the money, but no. No, this guy is actually still passionable, very much passionable about the MMA. He was having a great career at Ring of Combat. I mean, I know it's 3-3, but he's fighting with his heart and he has some submission skills. But Edwin Smart should be a favorite, as much as I know. Sorry, Greg Velasco should be the favorite. Yeah, Greg Velasco the favorite. Yeah, Greg Velasco minus 450 to win. Easy lost, Ngan lost, Usman drew. Glover comes back after 2 years break at 43 and he has heavyweight strength, and now Aljo. You are right. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. Some illegitimate champs. True, man. Like, I hope Prohashka is... I hope Prohashka is going to dethrone him. Do you think Cruz Gamboa goes the distance? I think there is a very good chance of going the distance for Cruz Gamboa. Young had 20 strikes and 2 minutes of control time apparently in round 5. Prohashka is going to get destroyed. I picked no distance for that fight, Prohashka versus Glover. So, you know, because striking versus grappling, and Prohashka is very aggressive, so win or lose. That's a win or lose position for Yuri. And yeah, Glover has heavyweight strength. You're absolutely right about that. Karalampius Grigoriou against Flavio Carvalho. 5-3-0 for the ferocious Cyprian, and 5'7" low MMA fighter. Man, this guy destroyed Efren Scareño. Prior to that, he lost to Josh Smith and Christian Rodriguez, and he was better than Turpal Kamzaev, Cody Hird. He is a heck of a striker with a great durability. Now gonna fight Flavio Carvalho, 7'1", 36 years of age, 5'7", out of Kings MMA, from Goiás, Brazil. This guy was constantly having ups and downs in his career, but I'm always choosing the younger guy. I want Grigoriou to win so badly. I'm going with Grigoriou to win. Because I'm a big fan. I'm a very big fan of Stanionis, and Stanionis' prior fight was brutally good. I think Stanionis has good chances. Glover can legitimately KO him with a hook or submit him. I think Glover's submission or Prohashka inside the distance. Glover's submission or Prohashka KO TKO. What's gonna happen from that too, I don't know, but either Glover submits him, either Prohashka KOs him. I don't see any other outcome. I'm gonna tell you why I picked Stanionis. No, I'm gonna tell you. Just 1 second. Here is why. Because of that fight. I watched that fight, and I was totally impressed by Stanionis' performance. Also against Justin Deloach, he was awesome. But I know Butev is great, but I'm just hoping Stanionis is gonna pull this out. And he is an underdog, I think, very massive underdog. So if he wins, I'm just saying if he wins, some plus ability. And let's go Let's go with the main event. Blake Bilder, he is gonna meet Regivaldo Carvalho. Blake Bilder, 5'01", 5'8", out of Minnesota. Blake Bilder actually did some great job throughout his career. I mean, he's 5'01", but he's undefeated, only one draw, and he's 31, so he still has the potential. Victory over Frank Buenafuente, that triangle choke was nasty. And this guy is extremely good on the ground and a fair striker. Majority of his victories came via BGG submissions, but he knows to strike. It's not like the guy doesn't know to stand and bang. Regivaldo Magrao Carvalho 630, out of Texera MMA Fitness, another fighter great on the ground, 5'9", 71 inches of reach, fighting out of Danbury, Connecticut. Carvalho lost to Mo Miller via slam, then he choked out Timothy Tevez. He was better than Tom English at Bellator, and he was better than Jay Perrin, so I think this match gonna be very hard to pick. Like, I'm not sure, man. I would gladly say Blake Bilder versus Regivaldo Carvalho to go the distance. That's what I would gladly say. Blake Bilder versus Regivaldo Carvalho to go the distance. Pick a side, Bilder to win. For -170, but I'm not sure about this one. Yes, that Yuri gets tagged all the time. Never really uses uppercuts. I think Glover could KO him as well. He destroyed Jan with one hook. Yes, I remember that. Actually, Yuri does uppercuts, but to the body. I'm writing you something. The fight versus Reyes, but he's only using uppercuts to the body. Uppercuts to the head, no. This is the technical uppercut that my coach showed me. I am now visiting local MMA dojo, so that's why I'm not much active, and I'm also ref in soccer, so I'm training now. I decided to dedicate myself to training and to learning, and I realized that I don't know enough about MMA, so I want to learn. I want to learn a bit more. And I'm going to that local dojo. It's called Achille. And my coach showed me that Yuri Prohashka's uppercut. Rewatch, please, the fight with Reyes when Reyes was on the cage. Step forward, right, but here, only here. He's not doing uppercuts to the head. You are right about that. So Yuri is a master at cutting angles and cutting space, but Prohashka is a counter special. Teixeira is a counter specialist, counter takedown expert, and submission expert. So that fight can't last. Somebody has to lose that fight. It's not gonna last. So I'm just saying technically, you can rewatch that fight against S, and you will see every time Prohashka wants to cut angle, you are right, he gets tagged. That's true. But Prohashka's lateral movement is extremely good lateral movement forward, while his lateral movement backward is pretty bad. But forward, he's destroying. Butaev Stanionis, yes, I think it will go the distance. I don't think Mantas has the power to knock him out cold, but I also don't see Butaev knocking him out. I mean, it's hard to expect that we are going to see two accidental head clashes in a row. Like in his last outing, he was just unlucky, man. I don't remember who was his last opponent, but I know it was a head clash in round 4 and they stopped the fight. Accidental head clash. So you can't see it twice in a row. Yeah, potentially to go the distance, or maybe I don't know. I don't know which is the limit. Maybe over 8.5. I don't know how much is going to be the limit on the bookies, but I think I can check that. How much can be the limit for that fight? Did they release the odds for that fight? Okay, I'm checking now. Okay, let me try like this. What? Stanionis is the favorite? What the heck? What the heck, man? I don't get it. Stanionis is the favorite. How is Stanionis the favorite? I didn't even watch the odds. I don't get it, man. I was thinking that's a great underdog pick because now. Hello, Ginge. How are you doing? But over 10.5 is a good limit, I think. I was thinking he was gonna be the underdog. I was 100% sure Raymond is gonna be the underdog, and now when I see he's a favorite, I'm like, is this some kind of a sick joke? No, it's not. Obviously not. I have no comment. Okay, it is what it is. I'm good, thanks, Leo. Just had a riot with some guy. Caught him putting dog shit in my beans, so I confronted him. Whoa. Ouch. I don't know what to say. I hope you taught him a lesson, man. All kind of weirdos everywhere in the world. Yeah. All kind of weirdos everywhere in the world. Exactly, yeah. But listen, when I picked Stanionis, I was like, okay, that's a good underdog opportunity. Like, okay, Butaya probably gonna be the favorite, etc. And now Stanionis is the favorite. I'm like, what? I mean, okay, I'm a fan of Stanionis. If I would pick by heart, I would pick Stanionis, okay. But I was thinking, okay, picking because of a potential good underdog opportunity, and there is a chance he might outbox Butaev from close range. But like Stanionis being the favorite, I don't know. Loki put him in a Gogo Plata. Whoa, that's awesome. Well, at least you have a great puppy. Yeah, at least you have a great puppy. I like your puppy, man. That's awesome, man. I'm glad your dog did the job. Loki got great ground game. Well, I guess you're training him. I guess you're training your puppy. So they say dogs are fast learners. The neighbor above me, he has Malinois, and his dog is literally like a human. He's listening to every single command. For example, when my neighbor's at home, his dog doesn't even bark. He doesn't let him bark at all. He doesn't let him bark at all. So he has to keep his mouth shut. Like, I don't know how he trained him like that. Literally, like you're speaking to a human. He knows every single command. All right, guys. Now I have to go. There is a chance I might go live later, but I'm just saying there is a chance. I need to finish some business. I was training in the morning. I was training some routine in the morning, so I need to finish some business. And if I finish on time, I might go live tonight. If not, tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening, I'm going live for Bellator predictions, just to know. And maybe tomorrow morning for LFA predictions. I will see. I would stay a bit more, but I'm busy. I need to, do some job. And catch you later. Thank you so much, Violette, for the donation. Thank you so much for supporting me. And catch you later, guys. I hope I will train later, but I was refing yesterday, the day before yesterday, and both days of weekend. So if my energy is good, I will try to train a bit. Have a great day and catch you later, guys.